It's the real estate show. We've come to sell DR.
Am I still on? On the beach. It's all in Dominican Republic. Buckle up and welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Happy Halloween week. And thank you for all the messages. The channel, if you're watching on YouTube, has grown significantly. We've got, 10,000 plus subs. A little bit better traffic, a lot better traffic actually. And many requests, all pretty much respectful. But I enjoy the trolls and the grinders and the guys that initially get my back up right away. And then I have to take a breath and go, you've been doing this 30 years, bro. What are you being so sensitive about? Anyways, we've got a new property right here, just past Sosua Bajo. So it's not right downtown Sosua, but it's a decent deal at $500 long term. It comes as is. I mean, if something breaks, we'll fix it, but most of the stuff is there. You might want to bring your own linens and towels and whatnot, but for the most part, it's furnished. I call it a bedroom and a half. The cheaters down here call it a 2-bedroom, but see, the second bedroom goes off the first bedroom, so it's not a true bedroom. So I call it a bedroom with an adjoining office or nursery, but you don't call it a 2-bedroom. We're offering at $500. We could have went $600 easily on this, but the market's changed a little bit. I'm going to get into that a little today. They backed away. First of all, I'm Jim Fannon. I'm the host here. This is for AI. My name's Jim Fannon. I'm the host of Buying Dominican Republic. I live in Sosua for 3 years now, and love it. It's the rainy season now, apparently. It's been raining for 3 days, and it's going to rain for another 7, probably. We don't get many days when it rains all day. I like to say 300 plus days of... Why didn't I have this open? I'm just shooting through the... This isn't a great video. Is this the redone video? I think it is. Anyways, 3 years in Sosua. Loving it. We got this one at $500. We could have gone more on it, but just give you an indication of the market conditions right here. It's slow right now. It's slowed down a little bit, so we're finding less bookings for Airbnb. I don't know if the season's just late coming in or what, but as of a few weeks ago, I know I'll make another more accurate assessment of the Airbnb action, because this is 3 weeks ago, well into October, or in the beginning of October, whatever it was. All the bookings around me were open for New Year's and Christmas. So that's not normal. Normally, August, September is when, even July is when you get your bookings for the holidays. So weird. Now, I get that there's elections all over the world right now. The United States is having a big election, obviously, a week from yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Halloween. I'll try and get this video up promptly. There's really no promises in that department. So the market's kind of been off a little bit. Sales have flattened out a little bit. Prices have as well. I mean, prices have been going up year after year after year since I've been here, and before that for a decade. And I think that's kind of leveled off now. Now, if you want to sell immediately, you're going to have to be pretty aggressive on your pricing compared to what else is in the market. So it could be a buyer's market. And if you don't like the price, try an offer. Here's another rental here for $750. You know, you take these videos when you get the properties. You don't want to wait on them. I took this yesterday, and because it's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days, it doesn't showcase the beauty of the sunny 85-degree weather here, but you got to get them up. So this one is, again, Caribe Campo. I do a lot of business in this complex because I love it. If any one of you were to say to me, I've got 100 US, I want to place it in the tropics, what do you recommend? Well, you wouldn't get this for 100, but I'd recommend this building. You can get a 1-bedroom in here. This is 130 meters for rent for $750. It comes as it is. There's a few personal effects that are going to be taken out. 3 bedrooms, 2 of them with en suites or private baths. The third does not. The third's at the front. Good size kitchen. Look at the size of all that storage. I mean, it's a solid. So they're going to put a TV there. I may even set it up with my 2,000 channels. The front bedroom also up or doubles as a laundry room. This is kind of in rough condition. It hasn't been occupied for a little while, so it needs to be fluffed. But if you're moving into it long term, is what we're hoping for. $750 is a very decent deal, because you can rent a 1-bedroom in this place for $750. $650 probably more normal, but a nice 1-bedroom goes for $750 in here, and backs onto. There's a tiny pool up there you can see. I call it the bubble pool or bubbler pool, because there's a little air bubbles in one end of it. This is unit 127. Yeah, 127, let's call it. It's 2 units, actually. 130 meters, 3-bedroom, 2 private baths. The condition is the condition. I mean, it's not your 4-star state-of-the-art decorating, but it's solid, it's functional, and it's decently priced. Like, this is an example of a client that you say, listen, if you want to be aggressive, I say $750, but you could go as much as $1,000 on this. Well, I mean, no problem. This is worth $1,000 a month. Now, you might have to wait to get it, but, I've got people that are inquiring about the first one I just showed you for a long-term lease so they can Airbnb it. So you pay me $500 a month, and then you make the rest on the Airbnb. I don't care, as long as I get paid. And this is an example of, there's no 3 bedrooms in this unit for rent right now. You can never find one, and this one's on the main floor. So again, it's rare from the standpoint that it's a 3-bedroom, because there's hardly any 3 bedrooms in this complex at all. There's 121 units in this complex, and there's never a 3-bedroom for rent, ever, ever, ever. Forget on the main floor. Main floor meaning no stairs. When you come in off the road, there's no stairs. When you come in off the back, there's a couple, maybe 3. Let me see if I can scroll back. Yeah, you can't see the stairs there, but I'll check it. But there are a few stairs. These are the stairs going up, but there's a stairway right beside here where you can get into the back. But for a 3-bedroom main floor condo, 130 meters. So what's that? Just over 1,300 square feet. I think you multiply it by just about 11. This is a winner, and I hope it goes quickly. We want someone long term. $750 if you wire it to me now, or even PayPal it to me. You know, you can send it Caribe Express. I'll hold it for you, and then you pay me another month on occupancy. We hold the first month for a security deposit and any pending outstanding electricity bills, which you're in charge of. You're responsible for the utilities on this. The cooking is propane. There's a tank under the kitchen counter there. It costs about $20 to fill those up, and I fill mine up every year. In December, I get it filled. $20 American for the size of tank that I have, which is maybe double the size, maybe 3/4, maybe 1.5 times as much as your normal barbecue, maybe a time, and 1.5 times. Anyway, cheap for propane. Internet costs you $2,200 a month. That's pesos. Let's call it 40 American. And then electricity is billed at 14.5 pesos per kilowatt hour at the base rate. The more you use, the more they charge you, I think. Maybe they don't here. Maybe it's a straight flat rate. I'll check that. I'm pretty sure, actually, it is a straight flat rate. It doesn't go up as you use it, like it does with the utility. Imagine. So a great property in Caribe Campo, Terraza Tropimar, and great price. This is the one that a lot of you have been asking me about. This is $109,000 on the beach. This is raw condition. It's been abandoned for some time. You'll see as we go along in the renovation process, updated videos on this. But 109 on the beach in East Cabarete, Cabarete East. As people will tell me, oh, did you say Cabarete East or do you mean East Cabarete? And I smile. And I look on the map to see if I'm right. And on the map it says Cabarete East. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not too concerned. I mean, as you want to say it like the locals do, I guess. Cabarete esto? Este. Esto is another thing. So 109 on the beach, you'll hold for 50% financing. I got them to go. If you want the financing, you want the fluffy terms, it's 5% interest-only payments for the first year, and then 9% blended for the second 2 years, term of 3 years. Decent. Right now, this building consists of, and he's keeping all those right there. Oh, wow, that's a quick shot. Oh, yeah, that's just the unit. So on the way out here, this building's here. These are all 2-bedroom buildings that the owner is keeping for himself for rentals, long-term and short-term. And then, do I have a map of this logged in? Yes. So here we are here. This is Cabarete Esta. I'm down here in Sosua. But in here, Cabarete. Ocean Manor Resort is what it used to be called. So right down in here, here's the 2 bedrooms. They're not for sale. There's the 1 bedrooms here. There's 3 floors of 5 units. The first 5 are going to go off at 109. Brilliant idea by the owner. When the first 5 are gone, they go to 129. Same terms apply. This is the restaurant. It's gone. We might be able to get some parking in there. I'm not sure exactly. I'm working on the parking thing. He hasn't gotten back to me on that one yet. HOA is $175 a month. There is a pool. This should be a pool. Maybe it's an old picture because those trees aren't there. There's a pool right now existing that will be made bigger. It'll be like this. And here, it's an infinity pool on the beach. And there's a set of stairs right in here. Right beside it is the Victorian luxury condominiums. I sold one in here, a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. on the main floor at the back here. So its patio is here. It does have a direct line view of the beach. For $220, a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's got to be worth $250 now, easily. And there's nothing for sale in there. Maybe even $275, because there's not much for sale in there right now. The market time here is not brisk like back in the North American market. If you list something cheaply or priced right, it goes immediately. The Dominican Republic market's not like that. Market time is a little bit higher, a lot higher. So this is another one I'm really hot on right now because it's wide open and you can buy a whole floor of them for, well, it's the same price, but you could be 109 times 5. There are views from the center units on the 2nd and 3rd floor. So I'll just leave it with you. I've had a lot of requests on this. A lot of people are poking around, tire kicking. You expect that when you get this many leads on something like that. You're going to have people that are just mildly interested. But I'm looking for someone to pull the trigger on this on a floor. Take the top floor. You get the middle unit. You can join the units as well. So you'd have a 5-bedroom penthouse if you joined it correctly. You could get really creative with that. And if you get in early, you can have the contractor, who is the owner, which is a reliable businessman. He runs a couple hotels on the island here, one in Puerto Plata, one in Sosua. He does nice work, and if you got in early, you can probably get him to kind of, you don't need 5 kitchens, but maybe you do. But you could link the floors together so they all joined. And then Airbnb, of course. If you're not there yourself, you can rent them out. So that's where it's located, right here in relation to the rest of the island. We're on the North Shore. We really don't get that much in the way of bad weather. I mean, we get bad weather, but we don't get the massive hurricanes. They hit this way. And then by the time they get here, we have a very high mountain range in Puerto Plata here. This is a mountain right here. And apparently, as the storms come in, that mountain range pushes the storms away. Weird, eh? So we never get smashed in Sosua. But they do get it on the south coast. They get it in Haiti. They get it in the east. Like, we're all everywhere except us. We're really lucky. We get this nice little protected area right here. I don't know. Maybe the reef's got something to do with it. I doubt it. But they say it's the mountain range. There's massive reefs there too. And this is probably one of those massive faults. We also get earthquakes. So that's where we are. So just an update on that. I've got several videos on that, but it's pulling the trigger on this today before I go get soaked in the rain for the second time. It actually seems like it's kind of abated a bit right now. It's not coming down in buckets. You can barely hear anything when it's really coming down. It's so loud. What else we got? Now I got a view of the beach here. That's just outside of the unit. What is this? Is this a long video? This might be one of my... This is East Cabarete Beach. It's not always that wide. Sometimes it's half as wide, but there's always a good size to it, and you can walk for miles in both directions. So that's that. I think I got to get out of here. What do we have? 15 minutes? 20 minutes. Okay. So this, I'm going to put the links in the show description. This is a full walkthrough as of a couple of weeks ago. I've seen that already. Oh, this is still a good deal, boys and girls. This is not for the faint of heart. It's going to require some time and some serious renovation and some vision. But with 10 titles, you can buy this 17 room, this former 17 room, and it's $749 now. I can't edit it other than the price. It used to be 17 rooms. Now the main floor is a kitchen, but it's set up with 10 condo titles. So you could run it as an old hotel again if you wanted, or a small roomed hotel. You could do very little renovation to it and have it operating immediately if you just wanted to go for the $50, $60 a night crowd. But if you 4-starred this, you'd get every penny out of it. Not only would you get it in room rates, but you'd get it in, in resale if you sold off the units. It's 3 identical floors and then a penthouse. So I would do a full 5-star reno, keep the penthouse, sell 9 units, and put, I don't know, $400 to $600 in my pocket, American, over a year. It's going to take some vision and some capital, but this is completely doable. It's right down in the district. Like, this is Casa Marina. Right here, 600 rooms. Sosua by the Sea. How many rooms have they got there? The Marriott over here. The Marriott's penthouse goes for $1,800 a night or something. No, $8,000 a night. Ocean Club. Marriott. Sosua. Costa Norte. Lowest regular rate. Yeah, it's $8,000 a night. This place is pimped. It's a 3-bedroom. Here it is right here. 2-level, 3-bedroom penthouse. Oh, you can't see it. How can we kind of see? Here it is. Anyways, my point is this is right down in the hotel district. Here, let me take you down. Casa Marina Beach. This is it. So here's Casa Marina, 600 rooms. You can go check the rates yourself. I've done it on other shows. It's $8,000 a night, trust me. Casa Marina Beach. Here we are. David Stern. This is the joint. Spanky's is here. Casa Marina is here. Sosua by the Sea is here. And the Marriott Ocean Club. There's all hotels. Down here we got Hispaniola. This is an all-inclusive resort. It's right down on the resort. Look at all the hotels and Airbnbs and stuff down here. This is, it's right in the district. So, like I said, you could 4 or 5-star this and get every dollar out of it. Here it is right here. There's a walkway that goes right down to the beach. This is Sosua by the Sea, and there's a public access right here all the way down to here. This is a great beach. It's private from the standpoint that mostly only these people use it, and any locals or tourists that actually know about this kind of hidden access here. It's usually like there's no vendors down here. It's less traveled. There's a lot of resort people, a lot of tourists there. And then this is Playa Alicia. And further over you have Sosua Beach. So we got some great beaches here. The wind profile is nice, not like in Cabarete. If you noticed in the video, the Cabarete property that I showed you here, like the wind profile is heavy all the time. Like there's not ever like a day when it's just calm. But in Sosua, this is what it's like all the time, and sometimes worse. It's not unswimmable. Some people say, oh, that beach is unswimmable. It's just not clear all the time. I haven't seen any evidence of like massive seaweed coming up here, but they're pretty good about removing it quickly. But I've never seen it I've seen it in other parts of the island on the north coast here, but this part of the island, this part of the beach, I don't think it's common because I don't see it there much. It's the right storm that breaks the vegetation up and then it rots. But in Sosua, those beaches are beautiful. When it's, I got the wrong crop here. Stupido. Okay, well, it's time for me to get out anyways. You get the idea. I'm going to upload this and get down with my chicken soup. It's rainy and it's actually a little cool here Like, what's the winter's coming? Let's check it says 82 degrees right now. Wow, that is a big drop from what it normally is. It's like 88,000 degrees here in Sosua every day. No, it's 88 and sunny 300 days a year. So peace out, love, peace, love, hug your neighbor, and I'm out. What a doofus.